You're listening to Cullman Community Radio's Cullman County Sports Channel. Tonight's broadcast will begin in about 1 minute. Listening to Cullman Community Radio's online channel for sports in Cullman County. Tonight's broadcast will begin in about 30 seconds.
In Alabama, high school football is a tradition, and Cullman County is no exception. Whether you're a Bronco, an Eagle, red or blue, or you bleed Warrior Maroon, or maybe you're a Bulldog at heart, this is home. The Cullman County Sports Network brings you the best that Cullman County has to offer week in and week out. So stay tuned. Your teams, your games, all right here on the Cullman County Sports Network, powered by Cullman Community Radio, Cullman's Live 95.
Good evening, Cullman County, and welcome to a Friday night that has had a score to settle since last fall. We are coming at you live from Vinemont, where the Eagles are back on their home turf in front of their own crowd, and these two teams are set to match up once again in what has grown to be affectionately called the Trade Day Bowl. Falkville has won it the last time we went to Burl Vest Stadium, and I know the Eagles are hungry for revenge when they get back here tonight, because that loss has sat with this program all off season, throughout the winter workouts, throughout all the summer training, all the two-a-days, through every rep since. And tonight, on their own field, Vinemont finally gets the chance to avenge it. But the Blue Devils didn't drive up here just to hand anything back. Falkville remembers exactly how last year ended, and they've got every reason to believe they can do it again, this time on the road. Here in a hostile environment with a chip on their shoulder just as big as the one across the line of scrimmage. That's what makes this one different, Cullman. That's just not week 0. This is a rematch. This is Falkville and Vinemont. This is Vinemont defending home soil against a team that's just down the road from them. And this is really just the epitome of what you want to see in a week 0 matchup. So get ready, Eagle Nation, get loud. Your team needs you more than usual tonight. And Falkville, you know exactly what kind of environment you have walked back into. 2 teams, 1 field, old business to finish. This is Falkville at Vinemont, and we are live. Kickoff is moments away. Let's get to it. The Trade Day Bowl is here on the Cullman County Sports Network, powered by Cullman's Live 95.5. And, of course, Friday Night Live is brought to you in part by Cleaning and More of Cullman, 212 Insurance, Lister Hill Credit Union, Cullman Electric Cooperative, Sprout Fiber Internet, Redstone Federal Credit Union, Guthrie's Auto Service, Keisha Brewer State Farm, the Warriors team at SR4 Realty, Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage, Adam Aker of Mitch Smith Chevrolet, Fuller Optical, Cullman Savings Bank, Odin's Auto Glass, Chesley Oaks Golf Course, Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Mize Electric, Stansberry Kinsley Attorneys, Merchants Bank, Tying Knots and Stamping Papers, Unhitched RV Cullman, and All-Purpose Junk and Debris Removal. We welcome you inside Mark Smothers Stadium on what is a very, very warm late August evening. Expecting partly cloudy skies with a little bit of a wind as the football game starts to kick off. By the fourth quarter, cooling into the upper 70s with clouds around. There's always a chance for rain, but it'll be scattered in nature. But we look to play in a dry yet warm game tonight here, of course. But we never really know what we get till we get it here in Alabama. So we welcome you inside the broadcast booth here. We'll talk with our color commentator, Nick McCarley, and also bring in new sideline reporter in Jack Haynes. In just a moment, we'll step away as we go to the anthem, and we'll hear from Coach Robinson in just a little bit.
Insurance shouldn't feel like a stranger reading you a policy number. That's why folks around Cullman County turn to 212 Insurance Group in Baylor. Their team shop the best carriers for your auto, home, business, or farm coverage because they live here too, and they treat you like a neighbor. You can reach 212 Insurance Group at 256-712-2779 or online anytime. 212 Insurance Group, the extra degree of service you deserve.
Hey, Cullman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Cullman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. You know, buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Cullman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
You're listening to Cullman Community Radio, Cullman's Live 95.5. We are broadcasting live here on the Cullman County Sports Network. Well, tonight's broadcast, it's the Vinemont Eagles and the Falkville Blue Devils. And, well, folks, while we get back to football here, I take a moment to kind of think about somebody we are missing tonight, somebody who unfortunately left this world earlier this year, who left a tremendous mark on the landscape here in Cullman County. I'm talking about Johnny the Flash Thornton. Now, I knew Johnny pretty good from working these games. A lot of times we worked the same assignments. Obviously a local legend here in Cullman County throughout the years. If it was a big event, you knew it was huge if Johnny was there. And, you know, we always took a chance to catch up every time we saw each other if our stations were working. Sometimes the same events, a lot of playoff games or basketball games. And frankly, the world is a better place because of what Johnny has done here in the landscape of sports. Always tough to kind of sit here and think about an old friend who's gone, but as we get back to football here, really just starting to kind of feel the void here that, you know, Johnny is not with us, but of course I know he's looking down and probably working his butt off up there in heaven. So Johnny, tonight this one's for you. We take a moment to remember Johnny the Flash Thornton, and I want to give, of course, my thoughts and prayers to both his family, his friends, our friends over at WKUL 92.1. Of course, great crew. Wish you guys a good broadcast tonight. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with Coach Robinson and get ready for kickoff here on the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you by Cullman's Live 95.5.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
All right, you're listening to Cullman's Live 95.5. We're getting ready for our game of the week tonight here at Vinemont High School. Sitting here with Coach Robinson of the Vinemont Eagles. Coach, 10th year doing it. You know, doesn't get any better than this, starting with a rival. Really just hot temperatures out here and probably going to be some hot football in the field.
Yeah, we expect a good game. Falkville's always well coached. You know, they do a good job down there, and I know they lost a lot of young players last year, so we don't really know what to expect in terms of personnel. We don't really have any film on them from this year because, you know, early in the season is kind of the way it is, but we just expect them to be well coached and do things similar to the way they've done in the past, and you know, just a good tough game. That's what we always get with Falkville.
Well, absolutely. Obviously, we had a tough one when we went up there to Burl Vest last year. Obviously, want to avenge that. But one thing I want to note is you said that team comes with a lot of youth. Your team comes with a lot of veterans. 16 seniors on this roster, only 6 juniors, and the rest coming up in the future. So, pretty big game for your seniors. But, you know, talk about the youngsters as well.
Yeah, we've got a big group of sophomores, too. So we've got 37 kids, and that's only 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So that's encouraging right there. Our 9th graders play down on the junior high, and we don't really have anybody playing up right now. And that's not a knock on those guys. It's a testament to what our guys have done, especially those sophomores and juniors. We got some really good juniors, even though there's only 5 of them. Our seniors are like Josh Rhodes been on the field for 4 years. Brandon Johnson's been on the field for 4 years. We got a couple others are 3-year starters, so they've played a lot of football, and we expect them just to be that out there. We expect them to be experienced leaders that don't make mistakes, that don't get you beat from dumb stuff, and pick their teammates up and just get after people. That's kind of what we want. Those 10th graders, we've got those young kids. We got some of them starting in the secondary, and we got a young running back, 10th grader, that he'll come in usually on third downs and some different other situations. He also plays safety, Travis Spear, and he's had a really good camp. Towards ACL last year as a freshman and didn't get to play. But we got a lot of those fresh sophomores that are doing a really, really good job. So we got a couple on the O-line that's got to replace, Levi Birch and Roman Romero from last year that were huge players, 2- and 3-year starters. So we expect them to grow up and get a lot of snaps and just see where we wind up.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll talk with you at the half.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Welcome back to Falkville and Vinemont here from inside Mark Smothers Stadium here in Vinemont, Alabama. Good word from Coach Robinson as we get ready to kick things off here for the 2026 season. A lot of talk about by these two teams. Two playoff teams, both getting bounced in the first round, unfortunately. Westminster Christian had the Eagles number back in November, while obviously the big loss to Vincent for Falkville. And, of course, they, obviously had to run the gauntlet with teams like Coosa Christian, led by Rush Probst, and Southeastern kind of being ahead of them. Of course, Southeastern remains, but Coosa Christian has been bounced to the private leagues as we have made a big change here in the sports in Alabama, where we have changed things where private schools and public schools do not play together unless scheduled, as they will be separated there. All right, let's start with the starting lineups for both teams. I do have Falkville's starting lineup as well as Vinemont's in front of me, so we'll start with the visiting Blue Devils. We'll have some players playing both ways. This is a two-way program, a non-conference, non-regional matchup for these two teams. We'll start with number 0 playing at DB, and wide receiver is Caleb Maxwell. Also playing both ways, running back and linebacker, number 3, Landon Jones. On the offense, at quarterback is Reed Dillard, number 4. Also playing at running back, linebacker, both ways, number 12, Kai Lawrimore. We'll also see Briley Tomlin, number 15. We'll see Cashton Rowe playing both ways. That's number 21. On the line, we'll see Alex Rendon, number 53, and Derek Bennett, 55, as well as Carter Fowler, number 62 on the offensive line, and Keegan Waddell as well at number 72. Finally, lining out will be 74 Jacob Green, and then on the defensive line, 75 is Dakota Phillips. So change them out. Of course, Bennett and Rendon play both ways, as well as Rowe, Tomlin, Lawrimore, and also starting on defense will be Tristan Moore, number 14, and number 11, Brody Butler.
Landon Jones, number 3, Reed Dillard, number 4.
We are getting the starting festivities going here. Both teams shaking hands. Captains for Vinemont are Josh Rhodes, number 2, Brandon Johnson, number 4, Alex Pantoya, number 17, and finally Caden Spiegel, number 79. Starting lineup for the Vinemont Eagles as we get things kicked off here as the sun has finally gone beyond the trees. We'll see Josh Rhodes at quarterback. We'll also see in the game playing both ways Preston Hanners, Brandon Johnson, Jackson Maratz. We'll see Travis Spear, Zach Johnson, Brennan Marlowe, Gabriel Herrera, Alex Pantoya. We'll see Caleb Slane. We'll see Ethan Yon, the transfer from Holly Pond. We'll see Cole Aaron, Mateo Romero, Elijah Burgess, Colby Stewart, Cade Jankowski. We'll also see Rylan Neve and Caden Spiegel here. 16 seniors. 16 seniors we will have. 6 juniors, 11 underclassmen. No freshmen on the starting lineup or on our roster at all for Falkville. For Vinemont. Falkville, kind of quite the opposite. Actually, more 11s, 10s, and 9s more than anything. Both teams make their way out. The Spirit line will have our Vinemont Eagles here. Red jerseys. The white pants, red stripes down the side. The white numerals with the lining of blue As tonight's theme in the Trade Day Bowl was to white out the Eagles. Or white out the Blue Devils. The Eagles wearing red, home red. And Falkville coming in with yellow pants, blue stripes, white helmets, white jerseys, looking like the Chargers. As we will send it down to the sideline here in about 30 seconds to our newest member of the Friday Night Live crew. Jack Haynes will be checking in from the Vinemont sideline. A warm one down there, Jack, ain't it? As the atmosphere very electric here in Vinemont. And Jack will hear from him in just a second. Hard to see. To kick off, here will be Ethan Yon, Falkville to receive.
Riley Tomlin, Caleb Maxwell back deep from Falkville.
They'll send Tomlin and Maxwell back.
Good evening, guys. I'm down here at the field right now at the Vinemont sideline. We are just about ready for kickoff. We are here. Everyone is loud. Everyone is excited for this week 0 and this highly rated matchup to get going.
All right,
and
thanks.
The kick is off, and we are underway. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jack. We'll be joined shortly by 9-year color commentator Nick McCarley as we begin our 9th season here on the Cullman County Sports Network, powered by Cullman's Live 95.5. This is Vinemont and Falkville on Channel 4. If you're listening on YouTube, leave us a comment and say, hey, we may shout you out during the game. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Falkville, after Jan's kick rolls out of bounds and will be ruled by penalty back onto the 35. First good look at this Falkville offense. A lot of the story about Falkville last season was defense. Their defense took them all the way. Their defense took them to the playoffs, and their defense didn't hold up strong against Vincent, but they did hold up strong against Vinemont. They'll keep it on the ground. We're going up the left side. A lot of room to work with. Down and outside at the 45, and we'll pick up the first down by Larimore, and that will be your first of the season, our first. Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, first down, and will belong to the Falkville Blue Devils. Left to right as you listen here.
Play game's 9. Bring up 2nd and 1 for Falkville.
They're actually going to rule this a 1 yard short after a further evaluation, so we do not have our first down like we thought. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. Low snap to the quarterback. They'll get the handoff and try to push, and Vinemont's trying to push him back. They couldn't get him the first time, couldn't get him the second time, but they'll get enough yardage for the first down on the 3rd try. Once again, a big carry by number 3. That's Landon Jones. Finally, the first down. This one will be at the 49-yard line. So Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, first down, Falkville. As we continue the drive left to right, 1st and 10 at the 49. Dillard to throw. Dillard tosses it quickly. Has it caught. Jones in the backfield. Tackle. As Johnson was there to blow up the play. And that'll lose yardage. That will set up a 2nd and 12. A good stop by Vinemont's number 9, Zach Johnson, on defense. Dillard, the quarterback. Running back to his right. He'll take the snap. Dillard with time to throw. Dillard thinks. Dillard throws. Has a man. It is incomplete. Intended that receiver to the receiver, Tristan Moore, as he had dialed him up, but the pass just fell short.
Bring up 3rd and 11 for Falkville.
So we'll remain at a 3rd and 11. That's finally the pressure from Vinemont waking up here. Defense waking up. We were told a solid Vinemont defense was coming, and so far we have been treated to a good one. 3rd and 11 at the 48 rather. Dillard to throw. Dillard downfield. Intercepted by the Eagles. Intercepted. Josh Rhodes. Rhodes still going. Rhodes 50. Rhodes to the 45 and out of bounds at the 40. And Vinemont has the ball.
Run out by number 14, Tristan Miller.
And we will swap field here as we will now move right to left after the Josh Rhodes interception. 1st and 10 Eagles.
Brings it all the way back to Falkville, 41 yard
It'll be at the Falkville 41-yard line. We'll get to see what the Vinemont offense has been working on all summer long. 1st and 10. Rhodes in the backfield. Rhodes keeps it. Rhodes pushing, tries to go forward, gets about 3. And he'll punch forward for about a gain of 3 yards.
Riley Tomlin on the stop for Falkville.
A host of Blue Devils, really by Tomlin there on the tackle. And they will give him a extra yard, so this will be looks like a 4-yard pickup by Josh Rhodes. 2nd and 6 coming up here inside Falkville territory. Lone man in the backfield is Hanners. Hanners gets a handoff from Rhodes. Hanners still trying to fight forward. Hanners down to the 33.
Landon Jones.
And the tackle made by Landon Jones of Falkville. That will be a 3rd down and about 2 to go. Vinemont is surging here as we move right to left. Rhodes, hands off. Hanners open. Hanners cutting in. Should have the 1st down. He does. He'll be down to the 29-yard line. And that will be the Adam Aker at Mitch Chevrolet 1st down for your Vinemont Eagles. Scoreless here. Early 1st quarter. 8 minutes, 6 seconds. 1st down Eagles as we are marching into territory owned by the Blue Devils. Quick update at the Brandon Iron Bowl. 7-0 West Point as they take an early lead on the opening drive. The comeback here, quarterback keeper Josh Rhodes bursts to the right and could get about 3 yards on the carry, setting up a 2nd and 7 for Vinemont.
Play game 3, bring up 2nd down, 7 yards for Vinemont.
Vinemont is surging quickly here against this Blue Devil team. Haven't had to answer much on defense.
The ball just inside Falkville's 25-yard line.
We'll come back to it, 2nd and 7. It's Hanners with it. Hanners still going. Takes a body or 2 of Blue Devils to bring him down. And they finally bring him down. About 2 yards short of the line to gain, setting up a 3rd down and 2 to go.
Bring up 3rd and 2, Vinemont.
So at 3rd and 2 coming up, Vinemont has converted 1 for 1 so far. Hanners again will make it 2 for 2 as they get the 1st down to the 15 to the 14-yard line. Host of Blue Devils to get the tackle there. Sets up the Josh Phillips sets up the Adam Aker at Mitchell Chevrolet 1st down Eagles. Eagles trending for the end zone. Has been quick so far. 6 minutes, 22 seconds. 1st quarter, no score yet. Could change in just a second. It's Preston Hanners again. Up the right side and bursts forward for about the 10-yard line. Big pickup. That'll be a 6-yard scamper. Sets up a big one. Here comes Hanners again. Hanners tripped up before he could get to the line to gain. No, they say he's got it. 1st down Eagles. As Preston Hanners keeps churning 1st and goal at the, looks like we're going to be set up at the 3-yard line. And Falkville and Vinemont going to take a heat timeout. It looks like we will take our first heat timeout. We will be back here in just a second here on the Cullman County Sports Network. No score here in Vinemont.
Powering the good life. That's what we've been doing at Cullman Electric Cooperative for the past 90 years. Today, we provide reliable, affordable electricity to almost 50,000 member accounts, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast Wi-Fi that keeps you connected at home, school, and work. We're proud to support the student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who bring energy and pride to our community every single day. Cullman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powering the good life.
Welcome back to Vinemont. Scoreless here, but we are trending towards the end zone. First and goal here from the 3-yard line for the Vinemont Eagles. Dylan Diemert, Nick McCarley, and Jack Haynes on the call with you tonight here from Vinemont as we kick off the 2026 season right here on the Cullman County Sports Network. Happy to be back for football here in the big 2026. And who else is happy? Preston Hanners, as he'll take it up the middle for the touchdown. No, excuse me. They're going to mark him at the 1.
Carter Fowler with the tackle. That's a touchdown.
Okay, that is, to clarify, that is a touchdown for the Eagles. So I do apologize. We had a 2-point conversion coming. Preston Hanners is in for the 2.
2 points are good. 5:38 remaining in the first quarter.
Your score, 8-0 Vinemont. As we did have a touchdown after all. And that will be how we mark it out. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you in part by Coleman's Live 95.5.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Since 1968, Vincent Furniture Warehouse on Highway 278 East has been Cullman's favorite destination for quality and value. From cozy living room sets to the perfect dining table for family dinners, Vincent Furniture Warehouse has been locally owned and operated for over 50 years. We're not just a store, we're your neighbors, and we're committed to bringing you the best furniture prices in the area. Why pay more at other stores when you can get the style you want and the price you deserve? Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Highway 278 East in Cullman. Quality furniture, local roots, and unbeatable savings since 1968.
Eight nothing Vinemont over the Falkville Blue Devils with 5 minutes and 38 seconds here in the first quarter. They're going to onside kick it. Johan Petito, it's loose. Vinemont has it. Vinemont has it. Oh my! The onside kick worked. Do you believe in miracles, ladies and gentlemen? Caleb Swain does. As Johan Petito kept it on the turf. Falkville couldn't wrangle it in, tipped off the fingertip, and fell over on it was Caleb Swain. Vinemont's offense stays on the field.
Vinemont has the ball first and 10 from Falkville's 40-yard line.
So we'll take it from the 40-yard line as we begin to trudge towards the Jacks here, right to left as you listen home, here at home, or wherever you may be tonight, across Cullman County and across the world. It's a Josh Rhodes keeper as he will punch it to the right and pick up about 3 yards.
Kyle Laurimore would stop for Falkville.
As we will talk with the sideline reporter, Jack Haynes, here in just a second, as he'll talk about what he just saw there on the onside kick. As it's 2nd and 5 here. Here is Rhodes. Rhodes, left side. Rhodes, still going. 20. Cuts out. He's getting dragged by the jersey down at the 9. Josh Rhodes. Big Big first down pickup. Tackled by Caleb Maxwell of the Blue Devils, but man, they had to pull the jersey on him. First down. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitchell Chevrolet here in Cullman. As we once again first and goal situation.
Big first and 10 from the 10.
From the 10-yard line. Rhodes, hands off. Hanners pushing. Hanners bouncing up. Hanners going. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Back-to-back touchdowns. But we've got a flag on the field here in the end zone, so hold your horses. We may have this one come back.
Unsportsmanlike against Vinemont.
We will give the unsportsmanlike penalty against the Vinemont Eagles. We should still have the touchdown. As we will go for two. Low snap. Rhodes is going to try to work his magic with it. I don't think they can. The pile is saying they have it. The official says the try is no good. 14-0 here. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. Cleaning and More Cullman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Cullman. County Road 437 under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back to Vinemont. 14-0 Eagles as they have really turned it up here on the Falkville Blue Devils. An onside kick recovery. A quick drive down the field to punch it in for the touchdown. The only thing they didn't do good was obviously convert the 2-point conversion, but hey, it's still 14-0. We have a 2-score lead here with 4 minutes and 18 seconds in the first quarter. Thanks for listening to the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Cullman. Ethan Yon set to kick this one off. The Holly Pond transfer making his presence be felt here in Vinemont. Made the decision this summer that, things aren't changing in Bronco land, so decided to come over and join a bird-like team here, the Eagles. But a great fit, good kid. Glad to have him here in the red and white. As he's going to boot it. And I mean boot it down to the 20 and field it in the backfield. That's Tomlin. Tomlin has room. We've got a flag on the field here at the midfield logo as Tomlin found a corner as Carson Arbit will tackle him near the 48-yard line. We do have a flag down here on the field.
Holding against Falkville.
There will be holding against the receiving team. So that will help Vinemont's defense have a little more real estate to work up against. We'll get you an update on our Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard here in just a moment. I know we've got a 7-0 lead, West Point over Fairview. Also got a 3-0 Good Hope over Plainview Plainview lead right now. That game on 95.5 FM, our game of the week, our Cullman County's game of the week. The number one team in 3A, which Vinemont should pay attention to. Here's Dillard with the handoff on the right side. That went absolutely nowhere as Landon Jones got about maybe a yard or two.
Ball down by Brandon Johnson for Vinemont.
They will actually say he lost one.
Play loses a half yard.
So about a half-yard loss, they say, in the PA box. It will be 2nd and 11 coming up. Like we've mentioned, Vinemont's offense has got it going Falkville has not. A couple good looks on special teams, but other than that, we have not looked at a lot so far, as they're going to flip it over to Larimore. Larimore is not going to go really anywhere with that one, as the big red wave going to come in. A late push in the pile. This was going to let it play out. Really going to credit a lot that to Johnson and Hanners on the stop, but had a late push there from a Blue Devil to an Eagle. No flags, though. It will be third down, and they will say he got a yard or two out of that one, so third down and 9 coming up. Looking for a big stand from this Vinemont defense, as they have held him. The pressure is on the quarterback. He's getting sacked. He is down on the turf at the 40, and they will force Falkville to punt it away. As Zach Johnson finally wrapped him up, but really, I was really looking towards Jackson Maratz to get in there as he kind of laid some pressure to the quarterback. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way into the booth for his 30th birthday, the Honorable Nicholas McCarley.
Surprise, surprise. Guess who's back?
Well, you missed 2 touchdowns, but, I mean, then again, we weren't expecting 2 touchdowns this early.
Glad to be here. Been a good day. Glad to have made it 30 years. Hoping to call a good football game for many more years.
I'll be joining you in that 30 club here in a couple months, buddy. Glad to have you back here, as Vinemont's going to get this ball back here on 4th down. Back to field it. And they're going to let it bounce and let it tag down near the 17-yard line. They had Travis Spear ready to get it, but decided it'd be better just to let them tag it down. So if you're like Mr. McCarley just coming in late, what you've missed was brilliant first drive from Vinemont after holding Falkville to nothing. Then they score. Then they kick the onside kick. Then they recover it, drag that downfield, and score again. Didn't get the 2-point conversion they did on the first try, but that's why we're at 14-0 here with 2 minutes and 12 seconds here in the first quarter.
What a start for the Mighty Eagles.
They're ready to be back here on home field. A lot of seniors here, as we've got an open field ahead for number 12, Gabriel Herrera. As we will trade it up a little bit on the running backs. And he will get a 9-yard scamper. 2nd and 1 coming up.
Play 8-9, put it up 2nd and 1, Vinemont.
The AC is broke here tonight. I was thinking we'd have the AC in here tonight, but of course the summer has been crazy. Here's Slane dragging it forward. Picks up the first down. That'll be credited to our good friend Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. A first down for the Eagles. We're going to be saying that a lot tonight.
Feels good to be back in this box, though. It's been a few years.
Good to be back home. I've always felt this is home. 1st and 10 as we have a quarterback keeper. Rhodes will keep it. It crosses to the left. Picks up about 4 yards. It'll be set at the 45, or excuse me, at the 35. 2nd and 6 coming up. Burl Vest was nice last year. I hear it's better next year because they've redone the turf and everything. Surprised we didn't head back down that way. Here is Caleb Slane. Slane trying to move forward. Got a yard, if that. Finally, some defense coming out for Falkville. And Caden Spiegel out there for Vinemont having to kind of get untangled from the wrapping he had on his arm. Probably was bothering him. That's why he didn't get a good hold there.
Bring up 3rd and 5 for Vinemont.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up. I dare see it, but I think we may get a little bit of a chunk pass here. No, we don't. We go Herrera. He's got the first down and a little bit after that. He wanted more, got tripped up. He was hungry for it. First down.
Ran that counter action that time. All the linemen pulled to the right, and they snuck it to the guy to the left.
Lord, he was quick at it. As we get a heat timeout here. Actually, end of the first quarter here. 14-0. Vinemont Falkville 0, Vinemont 14, as we will take a moment and check our Odin's Auto Glass big glass scoreboard.
We love that big glass board.
A lot of big games in Cullman County tonight. I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about them. Cullman leading the Boaz Pirates 7-0. Carbon Hill leads Hansville 8-0. Plainview leads Good Hope 7-3. West Point leads Fairview 7-0. No score in the Holly Pond Pennington game, and no score in Cold Springs because they ain't playing today. They'll play Vinemont next week, so hopefully, if I was a Cold Spring Eagle, I'd be probably hiding across the field. I know they just said happy birthday to those guys, but also happy birthday to Nick McCarley. Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. 30 years young.
It's only 7:23. We have 2 scores, and the sun is going down here. A cool night as things continue here in Vinemont. It's always good to be back here, like you said, in the home box, in the home side. They've done some renovation here inside the home box, so finally capable. But, of course, the ACs who have been the hardest workers this summer. As we'll get a quick pass up the field to Brandon Johnson, and Johnson not going to get a lot with that, but I knew it was coming at some point. We get that little chunk pass.
And 21 on the stop.
7 yards to go.
Nice to see him air it out.
They probably won't a whole lot tonight, but I've seen what they've really done with the chunk plays and making things happen. Herrera will get the handoff. Herrera stuttering forward, and Herrera down at the 49. As he'll take it up the midfield logo and get it down for a gain of about 5. Needed 7, so they got 2 more to go.
I don't foresee that they won't get it here. Meaning,
it's really
the
been
double negative means they'll get it.
There really has been a Vinemont conversion machine here on 3rd down. Be hard pressed to not see it happen here. 3rd and 1. Josh Rhodes. Rhodes keeps it. And the ball comes out late. He was down, but he is wincing his arm. He is favoring that left arm. He may be hurt. Kind of hit that elbow hard on the turf, and he is getting back up. It's a 1st down for Vinemont after the Josh Rhodes keeper. He's going to come off.
A little too much adrenaline in his soul right now.
Yeah. He's going to come off here. 1st down Vinemont. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. We'll see Arbit in a quarterback. Arbit will hand it off. And Arbit, this guy he handed off to is Caleb Slane. And Slane, it's about 5 or 6 on the carry. Falkville really not having much of an answer on defense other than Riley Tomlin. Carson Arbit stays in at quarterback. Josh Rhodes talking to the trainer.
I bet we'll see him back in the game.
Arbit to keep it. Arbit has the 1st down and then some. We'll check in with the sideline reporter. We'll check in with Jack Haynes. Jack, what's going on?
All right, guys, I'm down here on the field, and everything is going right for these Vinemont Eagles. From fumbles to interceptions, everything is going wrong for the opposing and good for the good guys. We are on a drive right now. We are driving, and so far, so good. The Eagles will continue to try to get momentum to keep going on their side. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jack. Jack says that Herrera gets tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2, but we'll just forgive that one. 9 minutes, 11 seconds, second quarter here. I forgot to mention, Nick, there was an interception. There was a pick by Josh Rhodes himself. Here's Arbit. He's going to hand it off again, and this time they're covering their tackles a little harder. That's Travis Spear on the carry, and Arbit's going to come back to the sideline, and they're going to put Rhodes back in, so we'll kind of get back to our starters. Arbit did a good job.
Yeah. They started to figure him out, though, at the end.
That's what happened. They're going to change things out. Herrera comes out. Spear comes out. Zach Johnson also comes out. I believe they kept the youth lineup here with Arbit, too, to kind of give them, give him his guys that he's going to be working with, the guys that he's been working with the last 5 years or so. Throughout the middle school system, throughout all the JV teams. It's Josh Rhodes to the 20. Rhodes outside, pushed at the 15. Ooh. He's hurt again, possibly. He may have hit the fence, folks.
His foot stuck in the fence.
His foot is stuck. Two Blue Devils coming to help him. His cleat getting stuck in the fence. He's good otherwise, but
it was a clean hit. He just kept
going. Yes, he kept going, stumbling out, and cleat to the fence. But, hey, he got help from the Blue Devils there to get out of that one. Still a first down for the Vinemont Eagles as they march into the end zone here, as he'll be officially marked out at the 14-yard line. They're going to go with a direct snap to Hanners this time. He's going to push forward to the 10.
Preston Hanners was the quarterback keeper.
As they go with the direct snap Wildcat play, and it works out pretty good. 4 yards.
Play game spot, bring up 2nd and 5 Vinemont.
So as the sun starts to set here in South Vinemont, starting to cool off here. I'll tell you one thing that ain't cooled off this game. Hanners will check out. Carson Arbit back in. Or no, excuse me, they have checked Rhodes back out. Go with the backup quarterback, and this time Gabriel Herrera cuts inside, fights for the 5-yard line, and he's got it. And that will set up 1st and goal. Host of white jerseys led by Loudermore to get the tackle there. 1st and goal. Nope, they're going to mark him a yard short. Needed the 4, got the 5. Again, like you said, I don't see they don't get it.
No.
It's inevitable like this. Touchdown play from Carson Arbit. Touchdown Eagles. And ladies and gentlemen, when it rains, it pours. We'll check in with Jack real quick.
Absolutely, guys. I am down here on the field right now. Vinemont about to attempt the extra point, but the touchdown just went in, and the
came up short.
Is no good, guys. With 20-0. A lot of momentum still for these Vinemont Eagles. 20-0, Vinemont.
Thanks, Jack.
July was last month, but we're getting some fireworks here today.
Tell you one thing. Late August, good time for some fireworks here. 20-0 here with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Couldn't have asked for a better night. So we did have an attempt, like Jack told us, Johan Patino, to kick the extra point. Just came up a little short, but they're giving the reps both ways. We have seen Ethan Yon come out. We've seen Patino come out there. I got to imagine if we try this again, well, I got to imagine if we're Vinemont, we score again, we're probably going to get a 2-point conversion attempt once more to kind of get the points back up. If we need to kick the field goal or the extra point, I'm thinking we go with Ethan Yon.
I think so.
Pretty good games tonight. I've seen an update. We've had some of our Alabama statewide games be delayed because of weather. Of course, weather's always questionable this time of year. Could have some severe thunderstorms pop up really out of thin air. So again, your updated score here in Vinemont is 20-0. We've got no updates so far from the Plainview Good Hope game. Plainview still leading 7-3. While Cullman leading the Pirates of Boaz 7-0. Carbon Hill Bulldogs leading 8-0 over the Hanceville Bulldogs. And, of course, still 7-0 in the Brandon Iron Bowl in favor of West Point. No score in Holly Pond. Cold Springs off for the week. They are preparing for Vinemont. Like I was saying earlier, if I was a Cold Springs Eagle, I'd blend in with the crowd across the way. They wear the same shade of blue. They play each other. Coach Vos will have the boys looking at film soon. Quick update, Fairview now leading, or actually that's Plainview still leading 7-3. Here's the Ethan Yon kick.
Flag on the play.
Flag down. The return by number 14 is Tristan Moore.
Blocking the back against Falkville.
The Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard. Odin's Auto Glass, over 40 years serving Cullman County and North Alabama. They're even trained to handle all the new vehicles with all the new bells and whistles. They have that ADAS calibration, so you can feel safe with Odin's Auto Glass, keeping you safe all the way home. You can find out more about what Odin's Auto Glass can do for you. Just visit their location on Highway 31 North in Coleman, or call 256-734-2800.
We love that big glass savings.
We're also going to be our halftime sponsor for the 2026 season, so we'll have special guest in the booth, Principal Robin Netherton of Vinemont. We look forward to talking with him, giving him the spotlight to talk about the Eagles if he's not busy. Said he'll catch us in Aniana if not. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Maybe a yard, if anything. We'll probably keep it at the same spot after Landon Jones punch forward. Okay, we'll keep it in the same spot. 2nd and 10. Failed a game.
2nd and 10,
Nothing there. They ran the same action. Vinemont got a big gain on that 3rd and long last time.
6 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the half. Vinemont commanding this one 20-0. Remember last year was 22-6. Falkville won. Quarterback nearly sacked. Ball is tipped and out incomplete. It had intended. Kyle Larimore there on the 20. Had a good chance to sack the quarterback, but couldn't lock it down.
Dylan, did Vinemont have the video board last year?
They did.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
They did. They'll position it on the far left side, so kind of can see it on the Falkville side, but perfect view from where we're at. Kind of flipped it from where it used to be to the right of us. At the north end zone. 5 seconds on the play clock. 6:23 to go here in the half. Falkville has a snap, but they do. Pressure coming to the quarterback. He's going to have to keep it himself. It's Reed Dillard. Dillard keeps it. Dillard up the left side, and Dillard tackled at about the 28-yard line. Brandon Johnson with the tackle for Vinemont. Not enough for the first down. 4th down. About 3 to go here. They have to make a decision. Coach Seth Ward will look over.
Got an official timeout.
They will take an official timeout, so we'll take one too. We'll be back in just a moment.
Founded in 1887, Cullman Savings Bank serves the people of Cullman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50 plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.cullmansavingsbank.com for more information. Cullman Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Vinemont. Your score 20-0, 5:54 to go. 4th down approaching, 4th and 3 for the Blue Devils as they'll get ready to decide if they punt it or they punch it. Dylan Diemert, Nick McCarley, and joining us on the sideline, Jack Haynes tonight on the Cullman County Sports Network. Next week, Cold Springs and Vinemont will be the Cullman County game of the week unless something crazy comes up. Holly Pond is leading now 8-0 over Pennington, and a quick Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard update. Now back to Vinemont as they'll try to get the Eagles a jump, and they may have been successful as we have a flag down.
Encroachment against Vinemont. Don't give them 5 yards.
They needed all of them 5 yards. They'll get an automatic first down by way of penalty. That one brought to you, of course, by Adam Aker at Mitch Chevrolet. Cullman leading Boaz 14-0. Carbon Hill 16. Hanceville 8. West Point 7. Fairview 0. And Plainview 7. Good Hope 3. Quick Owens Auto Glass Big Glass scoreboard update tells you 20-0 here at Vinemont. 1st and 10 as we have whistled this one dead here on first down.
Flag on the field.
We have a flag down. This will be against Vinemont again.
Encroachment against Vinemont.
Back-to-back encroachment calls. Coach Robinson can't be happy with that.
Got to tighten it up a little bit. It's early in the season. Got the yips, the jitters a little bit. They've been playing good so far, but can't give it to them for free.
No, it's true. They can't give it up like that. Plenty of free real estate for the Blue Devils. And I look at Coach Robinson. He's not happy with that, of course, but got to get his teams back. Got to get his team back into it. 1st and 5 coming up. Here's Dillard. Dillard pressured. Dillard, he's going to be wrestled down finally. Number 17 out, Pantoya there on the tackle.
Number 50, Ethan Yon.
And also credit that one to the Holly Pond transfer, number 50, Ethan Yon, also on the play there.
2nd and 11.
Didn't feel the pressure that time, and he stepped into the wrong side of the pocket. You got to have that feel when you're a quarterback.
Didn't see the red wave coming as he had men on both sides ready to take him down.
An underrated aspect of playing quarterback is feeling your pocket and knowing where the pressure is not and where you can step up and buy yourself the extra half second to find that guy downfield. They're blitzing everybody.
Some of the best pass rushers on the Vinemont side putting some pressure on. Pass would have been a pretty good chunk downfield for Maxwell there, but he could not lock it down. So to be incomplete, a 3rd down and long coming up.
Drop ball on that one. Props to the QB. He saw it right away and tried to get it out, but it was hurried, and the receiver had a chance at it, but it was a drop. He would have been running for a good while if he got it. I'm out on the field.
We will take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Cullman on Eva Road, just north of Highway 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA-approved Napa Auto Service Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years and 36,000 miles. Because they are part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year from the Nashville Distribution Center and People's Choice Award. More information can be found online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
Welcome back to Vinemont. Your score 20-0 here as Falkville has a pretty big 3rd and long coming up for him with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half. Coming up at the halftime, we'll try to talk with Principal Robin Netherton of the Vinemont High School administration. We'll also break down the first half with our new sideline guy in Jack Haynes, but we've got football in front of us, 3rd and long coming up here on the Cullman County Sports Network, brought to you and powered to you by Cullman's Live 95.5. Dylan Diemert, Nick McCarley, and Jack Haynes on the call with you tonight from South Vinemont. A quick pass downfield. He is caught. Will it go anywhere? It won't. They'll pick up 6 or about 7 yards on the carry, but after the reception there, the Johnson brothers and Preston Hanner's there to blow things up and set up 4th down.
Bring up 4th and 4.
They will stay on the field.
Ball on their own 38-yard line.
And go for it. Coach Ward dialing it up. One of the coaches told the guys, hey, we're going to be kicking it off more than punting it. Not so fast, my friend.
I don't love that, Dylan. I do not love that.
As Brandon Johnson there will sack the runner in the backfield, and Vinemont takes over. with plenty of good space to work with at the 34-yard line. I knew Vinemont was going to handle business. I didn't think Vinemont handled business like this tonight.
You know, they've got the better of Falkville several times, but, you know, they got upset last year.
Yeah, truly an upset there.
So they're not going to let it. They don't want it to happen again this year, and they're playing with some urgency because of it.
We'll have a quick update of some scores around the region as well. It looks like Good Hope has finally taken the lead over the Plainview Bears, 10-7. We had a man offsides for Falkville as we got things going, and they've got it flagged down. Falkville encroachment, 5-yard penalty coming up. So it'll be a 1st and 5 coming up. I'm excited to see that Plainview is trailing Good Hope. I know it's by 3, but rooting for the Raiders tonight on that one. Number 1 team in the state. The Pruitt dynasty in town once more, a revenge of the third-round playoffs. 1st and 5, quarterback keeper Josh Rhodes down to about the 25.
Josh Rhodes was the keeper. Charlie Tomlin is the stop. If you are sliding on the hill,
2nd and 1 coming up.
On the banner.
2 minutes and 57 seconds and rolling here. As the voice of the Eagles telling fans not to slide, while Preston Hanners is telling Falkville, let me slide for the first down. 4 yards on the pickup. 1st and 10 at the 20. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. 2 minutes, 25 seconds in the half. Vinemont commanding the lead, 20-0.
Ball resting on Falkville's 20-yard line.
High snap for Rhodes. Rhodes keeps it. Too much adrenaline in his soul, I think. I was always worried when he hits the turf a little hard. After what we saw in the first quarter. Pick up 3 yards, but every time I see him hit that turf on that arm, I'm always a little worried, but he gets back up. This time it's Preston Hanners. Hanners has green grass in front of him. Down to the 4. Up the middle, up the gut, and punches it through. Sets up 1st and goal for Vinemont. And, well, folks, we've been here before, and we'll probably be here again another 3 more times. The way this offense has been clicking. We will get a Blue Devil timeout while we take that timeout. We'll stay with our Odin's Auto Glass big glass scoreboard because I know there's a lot going on in Cullman County tonight. We don't have a Cold Springs game tonight. Of course, they are the rare one with a first-round bye. I don't know how that happens, but things have changed, obviously, with the new regions, the new deals with all the private schools and public schools being separated. But it's Holly Pond 8, Pennington nothing. 7-7, a tie between West Point and Fairview. Plainview trailing Good Hope 10-7, and Hansfield trailing 22-8 to Carbon Hill. Also, Cullman now leading 14-7. We'll throw it down to the field to Jack Haynes. He's got an update.
Down here on the sideline, guys, 20-0, Vinemont Eagles. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of momentum early in the first and second quarter. Right now, it is a smooth momentum now as the Vinemont Eagles are slowing it down, but still just as hard and just as difficult right now for their opponents. On the near the 10-yard line from my vantage point, hoping to punch it in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Jack. Preston Hanners, green grass ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The hits just keep on hitting.
When it rains,
it pours.
Or that might just be the sweat coming off our bodies.
Could be that, too. It's hard to say.
But also a lot of points. A lot of points.
The extra point attempt coming up here. We're going to have a field goal attempt here.
Vinemont will keep the extra point. Johan Patina to kick.
Patina to kick.
Let's go!
That's good.
No, it's not.
No.
Let's go for the effort. A great effort.
Excuse us, it's not good. It is not good, so still.
It was a great attempt, though. That game experience will be valuable for him down the line. Keep trying, buddy. Keep trying.
I'm all for it, yeah. I'm all for it. That makes your score 26-0 here in Vinemont. We've got about, let's say about a minute and a half, maybe a minute and 24 if you want to be exact there, till we go to halftime. And, man, it's really kind of been quick here in Vinemont tonight. That's a senior kicker. We have two senior kickers here for Vinemont, Johan Patino, and, of course, we'll have Ethan Yon doing kickoff duties. I saw him doing some practice kicking it through the uprights, so
I think
you've got enough lead. You might as well give the Holly Pond guy the transfer. Got to give him some reps.
Yeah. We love our kickers on Live 95.
Ethan Yon to kick off for Vinemont.
Really, this is his first senior action, of course, in a red and white jersey. He's been good at booting it here, as we'll boot it from the 40. He's going to keep it low.
That hit a man.
It hit a man. Good. It's still out. Vinemont, they have it.
It's Vinemont.
They do have it again. Oh, my.
Falkville did not realize it bounced off the dude's ankle. On the front line, he squibbed it, but it bounced off a guy. And when it does that, it's a live football.
It's Brandon Johnson with the recovery. The officials were talking for a second. They'll say it's Vinemont's ball, officially spotted at the 40. Ethan Yon, what a night. Bounced off the ankles, did the end around, and landed, could not field it by Falkville, and it squirted out and will stay with Vinemont. 1st and 10, left to right as you listen here with a minute 19 to go here in the second. They lead 26-0, and probably by the end of the second quarter, we'll probably be leading by a wider margin.
Now, they're going to have to spread it out a little bit. They don't have much time for the offense they run.
It's Rhodes with the keeper. Rhodes up to the 35.
Trying to finish the story of the second half. Interesting that Coach Robinson is electing not to call a timeout here.
Has not used anything here.
He's going to lose a lot of clock here.
Under a minute. I mean, he doesn't need to save it for anything, of course. I mean, you don't get to keep it.
51 seconds remaining in your half.
As we're going to have Herrera with an inside carry, and Herrera tripped up at the back.
Got to use your timeout here, Jordan. They're not going to use it here.
Yeah, it looks like Slane is going to check in.
They might just be content to go the half with a 26-0 lead.
That's what I'm thinking here. 27 seconds on the board here in the half. They lead 26-0. I think they're content. They know they get the ball back, so I think that's probably why they don't matter.
I mean, you've been dominating, so who am I to question them? But I would have still...
I think we'll get our last good play here on 3rd and short. 10 seconds. Herrera in motion.
Out. He's wide open.
Downfield. Wide open. Keep it kicking. He couldn't. Intended downfield to Preston Hanners.
That's why you put the gloves on.
Outside the fingertip reach.
You needed the gloves for that one.
4th down coming up.
Air it out again, Coach. It's just a second left. Coach, he knows. A second left. Air it out again. Yeah, Coach.
We will have 1 second on the board. I think we got to go for it again on 4th down. I mean,
there's no reason.
What else do you have to lose?
You can't kick a field goal from here. A punt gets you nothing. Just air it out. Let your tallest guy run 35 yards and jump.
Then we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it here. We'll go trips to the near side. Quarterback keeper Rhodes is going to keep it, and that will expire the first half. At the half, Eagles lead 26-0.
That's the end of your half.
We'll try to get with Coach Robinson as sideline reporter Jack Haynes is going to see if he can get him. He's over on the other side of the pile. It's hard to meet him going towards the tunnel, of course. Seth Ward's team, the Blue Devils, leading out, trailing big here. All right, send it down. Get Coach Robinson real quick. As Jack Haynes on the sideline.
Halftime here at Vinemont Eagle home field right here. It is 26-0. I have Coach Robinson here on the sideline. Coach, how do you keep the momentum as you go to the second half here?
Well, we just got to make a couple adjustments at halftime and make sure we're getting kids on the field. That's our biggest issue right now. There's kids supposed to be on the field that's not. And so we got to fix that here at halftime and then realize, like, we got to play the game like it's 0-0.
Absolutely. Well, good luck on the second half, Coach. Absolutely.
Thanks, Jack. You guys. Thanks, Jack. Jack Haynes on the sideline. Speaking with Coach Robinson as we'll get ready to send it away. Looking to see if we have Coach Netherton in the box tonight. He'll stop by. But at the half, 26-0. The Falkville band about to take the field. We will step away here. 26-0. We'll come back to you here when we get Coach Netherton in the box. Hopefully we'll talk with him soon.
When it comes to securing a home loan, you want someone who knows the ropes and can guide you every step of the way. That's where Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage comes in.
I'm Josh Phillips with Maven Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920. And whether it's your first time buying a home or your fifth time, we'd love the opportunity to serve you and your family in all your home financing needs.
Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Their name says it all. Experience you can trust, knowledge that works for you. With one phone call, you can take the next step toward your dream home with Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage. Your home, your future. Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 256-338-2920. 256-338-2920. NMLS number 338177.
If your mission is to improve lives in your community, you have to have the right vision. You value people over profit. You work passionately. You exceed expectations. Proactively seek improvement. And make our community a better place. This is Lister Hill Credit Union. Today. Tomorrow. For everyone. It's all about we. Join us today at listerhill.com/join.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Cullman County. They are a proud sponsor of Cullman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Cracked windshield? Don't wait. Call the pros at Odin's Auto Glass in Coleman. From chips to full replacements, Odin's gets you back on the road fast. With honest prices, top quality glass, and service you can trust. Locally owned, family run, and proud to serve Coleman and North Alabama for over 40 years. Odin's Auto Glass, where safety meets service. You can call 256-734-2800 or stop by their location on Highway 31 North in Coleman. Odin's Auto Glass, we'll see you through it. Proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network.
Redstone Federal Credit Union is giving new members $475 just for opening your first checking account. Everybody's got a side hustle these days, but this is way easier than photographing goldfish for social media or even selling custom chicken fashion accessories. You can keep the dream alive by hustling into your nearest Redstone branch or visiting redfcu.org/join475 for details. Offer ends October 3rd. Membership required. Details on website. $25 minimum deposit required. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Sheriff Matt Gentry here. Hey, on behalf of the Cullman County Sheriff's Office, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the ball field. We pray God's blessings on each and every one of y'all. Hey, when you're coming to and from the ball field, stay safe. Don't be distracted in driving. Make sure if you go somewhere afterwards, don't drink and drive, but have a great season and take care. God bless.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Since 1968, Vincent Furniture Warehouse on Highway 278 East has been Cullman's favorite destination for quality and value. From cozy living room sets to the perfect dining table for family dinners, Vincent Furniture Warehouse has been locally owned and operated for over 50 years. We're not just a store, we're your neighbors, and we're committed to bringing you the best furniture prices in the area. Why pay more at other stores when you can get the style you want and the price you deserve? Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Highway 278 East in Cullman. Quality furniture, local roots, and unbeatable savings since 1968.
When life changes in an instant, experience matters. At Stansberry Kinsley, personal injury and disability attorneys, decades of experience have helped individuals and families navigate personal injury and disability claims with confidence. With local roots in Cullman and offices in Birmingham, Charlotte, and Washington, D.C., they combine hometown values with national reach. Stansberry Kinsley, local roots, national reach. 844-32-SK-LAW. That's 844-327-5529.
Think about the last time you thanked yourself for something. Maybe it was finally paying off that credit card or booking the trip to Belize you talked about for years. Every one of those moments started with a plan. That's where State Farm agent Tisha Brewer comes in, right here in Cullman, ready to help you look at things you're dreaming about and turn them into a real plan to get there. Because your money should work just as hard as you do. The earlier you start, the better off you'll be. So whether it's being free of debt or free to roam the world, State Farm agent Tisha Brewer in Cullman can start building something you'll thank yourself for later.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Need a notary who comes to you, planning a wedding, looking for trusted business services? You can call Tying Knots and Stamping Papers, LLC, Cullman's premier mobile notary, wedding efficient, and business services company. We come to your home, office, hospital, nursing facility, or your favorite coffee shop, even after hours and on weekends. Professional, reliable, and ready when you need us. You can text Beverly at 256-653-7099. That's Tying Knots and Stamping Papers. Your documents. Your schedule.
Funny thing about life. The world keeps telling us to stay connected. One more email, one more text, one more notification. But every now and then, you find a place that reminds you the best connections aren't made through a screen. They're made around a campfire, under a sky full of stars, with the people who matter most. At Unhitched Cullman, RV sites for short stays or long ones, comfortable glamping tents, rustic tiny homes, and every stay comes with a simple promise. Safe, clean, friendly. Unhitched Cullman. UnhitchedRV.com or 256-734-5853. Sometimes the best way to reconnect is to disconnect.
Insurance shouldn't feel like a stranger reading you a policy number. That's why folks around Cullman County turn to T12 Insurance Group in Bayleton. Their team shop the best carriers for your auto, home, business, or farm coverage because they live here too, and they treat you like a neighbor. You can reach 212 Insurance Group at 256-712-2779 or online anytime. 212 Insurance Group, the extra degree of service you deserve.
Hey, Cullman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Cullman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. You know, buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Cullman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Powering the good life. That's what we've been doing at Cullman Electric Cooperative for the past 90 years. Today, we provide reliable, affordable electricity to almost 50,000 member accounts, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast Wi-Fi that keeps you connected at home, school, and work. We're proud to support the student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who bring energy and pride to our community every single day. Cullman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet. Powering the good life.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Since 1968, Vincent Furniture Warehouse on Highway 278 East has been Cullman's favorite destination for quality and value. From cozy living room sets to the perfect dining table for family dinners, Vincent Furniture Warehouse has been locally owned and operated for over 50 years. We're not just a store, we're your neighbors, and we're committed to bringing you the best furniture prices in the area. Why pay more at other stores when you can get the style you want and the price you deserve? Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Highway 278 East in Cullman. Quality furniture, local roots, and unbeatable savings since 1968.
Cleaning and More Cullman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. Cleaning and More Cullman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Cullman, County Road 437, under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Founded in 1887, Cullman Savings Bank serves the people of Cullman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50-plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.cullmansavingsbank.com for more information. Cullman Savings Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Cullman on Eva Road, just north of Highway 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA-approved Napa Auto Service Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years and 36,000 miles. Because they are part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year from the Nashville Distribution Center and People's Choice Award. More information can be found online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
When it comes to securing a home loan, you want someone who knows the ropes and can guide you every step of the way. That's where Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage comes in.
I'm Josh Phillips with Maven Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920. And whether it's your first time buying a home or your fifth time, we'd love the opportunity to serve you and your family in all your home financing needs.
Josh Phillips and Maven Mortgage. Their name says it all. Experience you can trust, knowledge that works for you. With one phone call, you can take the next step toward your dream home with Josh Phillips of Maven Mortgage. Your home, your future. Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage. 256-338-2920. 256-338-2920. NMLS number 338177.
If your mission is to improve lives in your community, you have to have the right vision. You value people over profit. You work passionately. You exceed expectations. Proactively seek improvement. And make our community a better place. This is Lister Hill Credit Union. Today. Tomorrow. For everyone. It's all about we. Join us today at listerhill.com/join.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Cullman County. They are a proud sponsor of Cullman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Cracked windshield? Don't wait. Call the pros at Odin's Auto Glass in Cullman. From chips to full replacements, Odin's gets you back on the road fast. With honest prices, top quality glass, and service you can trust. Locally owned, family run, and proud to serve Cullman and North Alabama for over 40 years. Odin's Auto Glass, where safety meets service. You can call 256-734-2800 or stop by their location on Highway 31 North in Cullman. Odin's Auto Glass, we'll see you through it. Proud sponsors of the Cullman County Sports Network.
Redstone Federal Credit Union is giving new members $475 just for opening your first checking account. Everybody's got a side hustle these days, but this is way easier than photographing goldfish for social media or even selling custom chicken fashion accessories. You can keep the dream alive by hustling into your nearest Redstone branch or visiting redfcu.org/join475 for details. Offer ends October 3rd. Membership required. Details on website. $25 minimum deposit required. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Sheriff Matt Gentry here. Hey, on behalf of the Cullman County Sheriff's Office, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the ball field. We pray God's blessings on each and every one of y'all. Hey, when you're coming to and from the ball field, stay safe. Don't be distracted in driving. Make sure if you go somewhere afterwards, don't drink and drive, but have a great season and take care. God bless.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Since 1968, Vincent Furniture Warehouse on Highway 278 East has been Cullman's favorite destination for quality and value. From cozy living room sets to the perfect dining table for family dinners, Vincent Furniture Warehouse has been locally owned and operated for over 50 years. We're not just a store, we're your neighbors, and we're committed to bringing you the best furniture prices in the area. Why pay more at other stores when you can get the style you want and the price you deserve? Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Highway 278 East in Cullman. Quality furniture, local roots, and unbeatable savings since 1968.
When life changes in an instant, experience matters. At Stansbury Kinsley Personal Injury and Disability Attorneys, decades of experience have helped individuals and families navigate personal injury and disability claims with confidence. With local roots in Cullman and offices in Birmingham, Charlotte, and Washington, D.C., they combine hometown values with national reach. Stansbury Kinsley, local roots, national reach. 844-32-SK-LAW. That's 844-327-5529.
Think about the last time you thanked yourself for something. Maybe it was finally paying off that credit card or booking the trip to Belize you talked about for years. Every one of those moments started with a plan. That's where State Farm agent Tisha Brewer comes in, right here in Cullman, ready to help you look at things you're dreaming about and turn them into a real plan to get there. Because your money should work just as hard as you do. The earlier you start, the better off you'll be. So whether it's being free of debt or free to roam the world, State Farm agent Tisha Brewer in Cullman can start building something you'll thank yourself for later.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Vinemont here, 26-0. 2 minutes left till we get back into football here. Here on the Odin's Auto Glass halftime show, we're going to catch up as well to preempt our interview with Robin Netherton. He was busy at the moment, so we'll check in with him when we visit Vinemont again next week, hopefully, if he's at Cold Springs, or if not, we'll get him the week we are at Aniana. We do want to thank Odin's Auto Glass, over 40 years of serving Cullman County, even getting all the classifications, all the training for all your brand new vehicles. You can trust Odin's Auto Glass to keep you safe all the way home with that new windshield replacement or auto glass need. You can call them at 256-734-2800 or visit their location on Highway 31 North in Cullman. That's Odin's Auto Glass, our Big Glass halftime and scoreboard sponsor. And let's dive right into that scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bunch of interesting scores across Cullman County. We will start with an updated Plainview 14, Good Hope 10, as that one's going back and forth, still in quarter number 2 here. Nobody else has reached the half mark quite just yet. West Point leading 13-7 over the Fairview Aggies, while Boaz trailing Cullman 7-14. That one in quarter number 2. Another one is kind of like this Vinemont game, 45-14. Carbon Hill over Huntsville. Can't really tell you. I was shocked by that one. And finally, Holly Pond leading Pennington 8-0. That one in quarter number 2. I am surprised by that one a little bit, as I was expecting Pennington to really kind of win that one, but we shall see how the second half plays out. We'll come back. We'll talk more about this second quarter. Both teams will make their way back to the field. You're listening to the Cullman County Sports Network right here, and powered by Cullman's Live 95.5.
Insurance shouldn't feel like a stranger reading you a policy number. That's why folks around Cullman County turn to T12 Insurance Group in Bayleton. Their team shop the best carriers for your auto, home, business, or farm coverage, because they live here too, and they treat you like a neighbor. You can reach 212 Insurance Group at 256-712-2779 or online anytime. 212 Insurance Group, the extra degree of service you deserve.
Hey, Cullman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Cullman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. You know, buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Cullman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Welcome back to Vinemont here, 26-0 as we get ready to begin the second half. Both teams have made their way to the field here inside Mark Smothers Stadium. Dylan Diemert, Nick McCarley, and Jack Haynes on the call with you tonight here on Channel 4 here on the Cullman County Sports Network. Like we said, a lot of interesting scores around Cullman County. Some favoring one team, some widely favoring another, like the two we've got, like the one here, 26-0 over Falkville, and Carbon Hill leading Huntsville by 45-14. Some close ones, like our Brandon Iron Bowl over on Channel 3, the Fairview Aggie Radio Network. Shout out to first-year voice of the Aggies, the alumni, Dakota Bailey, being joined by Christian Sears, his buddy, and also alumni over there. Good luck to them tonight as they pretty much have a interesting game in front of them. Of course, Tony Thompson and Tommy Warhurst on the call over on 95.5 FM for Good Hope and Plainview, the number one team in 3A, going back and forth with the Raiders, and we'll see how that one plays out. We'll keep our eyes on the score right now. Plainview leads by 4. And no Rush Probst ain't there, apparently, unless you believe that internet garbage. As Dale Pruitt said in the media 2 weeks ago. I'll tell you one thing that's at Plainview is those boys from Coosa Christian who did play under Rush Probst last year in the state championship.
If you can coach, you can coach.
Here comes your Falkville Blue Devils.
Of course, Dale Pruitt, the head coach, longtime Plainview and Sand Mountain legend in his own right. His son needs no fanfare. He was the head coach at the University of Tennessee.
One of the greatest defensive coordinators in the history of the SEC.
At the University of Alabama. His assistant across the way in the offensive coordinator position was the Lane Kiffin, who is the same Lane Kiffin that coaches the LSU Tigers.
Joey Freshwater himself.
Not to mention Coach Oderon back on the sideline. Go Tigers. I'm going to be a hand of this, though. I'm not going to mess with what you do, Lane. I know what you're doing. We both two single men. We can't get each other's way. Go Tigers.
Bama by 50.
Oh, yeah. I need more water. I need more water after that one, as Caleb Slane and Jackson Rott's back for Vinemont. As Falkville will kick it off. Could we have some trickeration of our own here? I don't see it, but you never know, really, what Coach Ward could have been cooking up after the half.
Although the last time Coach O and Lane were together, they did win a national championship.
That is true.
They were then stripped up for cheating, but that doesn't mean Auburn gets to be retroactively in the game.
As it'll just duck there at the 34. Josh Rhodes will tag it down. The kick just really floundered and kind of just came to a dead stop in the turf. As they'll work to get the K-ball off the field. 1st and 10, Vinemont at the 34-yard line of their own. I imagine we come back with the same high-powered offense.
Run it again.
That's really what's worked. Hey, pass it again, too. Caleb Slane. Slane pushing forward. Slane to the 50. Burst out to the 45 and tagged down at the 43.
Is the block still on the hash? That was dangerous. Kicker forgot to take the block off the field.
The block is still on the field. I hope they got it off now.
They did.
That's a first down.
It could have been a tripping hazard and potential injury. But we will stay away from that, thankfully. As that's a first down pickup brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet.
He's getting his money worth tonight.
He is. Caleb Slane again. Slane inside. Slane tackled finally before he gets to the 40-yard line of Falkville.
Ashton Road with the stop.
That'll take him down to the 41. Senior running back in the game. Will be a 2nd and 6 left to right as you listen here from inside Mark Smothers Stadium. 26-0. 10 minutes, 53 seconds, third quarter. Kind of tells you where we're at here. Here's Rhodes, quarterback keeper. Rhodes still going. Rhodes down to the 30. That's enough for the Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. First down.
Another first down for Vinemont, sponsored by Cullman County Dodge Deep and Round.
The ground conservative game has really paid off a lot for this red team.
31-yard line.
I know I'm not trying to make a political statement because it's red versus blue out here, but
well, more yellow tonight for Falkville. But traditionally blue.
It's Slane again, and Slane bursts open and up to about the 22. He needed the 21 to gain, and actually they'll mark him. He tripped up before he could get to that 22. And he'll be tagged down here at the 24. 7-yard pickup nonetheless. If it works, it works. Keep it going.
Run it again.
Don't fix what ain't broken.
Run it again.
Slane, left side Slane this time has the first down at the 20.
And we say run it again.
Running it down the throw, tackled by Duncan for Falkville, but nonetheless, an Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, first down for Vinemont. Officially marked at the 19-yard line with 9 minutes and 7 seconds. Here comes Slane again with a handoff. Slane is into open territory. Being dragged down finally at the 4.
Just one man between him and the end zone. I imagine he'll get it on the next play.
I imagine he will, but one man stood in his way from pay dirt. But another first down pickup. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet.
Adam Aker and Mitch Smith would say, run it again.
Like a rock. Yeah, I'm not singing tonight, but First and goal.
I'm going there tomorrow, though.
Here comes Slane. Slane trying to lunge forward.
Falkville says, fool me 5 times, shame on you.
And they're trying to say the ball got loose, but the officials are not going to agree with that. Second and goal coming up. Falkville was trying to point their arms out saying, we got it. No, you don't. Slane holds on. We'll try it again on second and goal.
If they ran the bootleg right here and passed it in.
Just inside the 5, it's Rhodes.
Josh Rhodes for the keeper.
Rhodes keeps it. Rhodes gets it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Adrenaline in my soul.
That's Cody Rhodes, but hey, it works. We're not talking about hard times out here. Hard times.
When you're down 32-0.
Hard times is when you're down 32-0 to the Vinemont Eagles. Let me tell you something, baby. You ain't going to beat this Vinemont Eagle team because Caleb Slane is going to run it up the middle for 2. And he converts.
The times just got harder, Dusty.
Hard times make stronger men. And Falkville will be stronger for this experience. It's 34-0. We will take a break.
Powering the good life. That's what we've been doing at Cullman Electric Cooperative for the past 90 years. Today, we provide reliable, affordable electricity to almost 50,000 member accounts, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast Wi-Fi that keeps you connected at home, school, and work. We're proud to support the student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who bring energy and pride to our community every single day. Cullman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powering the good life.
Welcome back inside Mark Smothers Stadium here in Vinemont. 34-0 Eagles lead here in the third quarter, 7 minutes and 37 seconds. We'll check in with Jack Haynes on the sideline.
7:37 down here on the field, guys, is right now Vinemont 34, Falkville 0. Vinemont has completely controlled everything thus far, and they're hoping to continue that throughout the third quarter. About to do the kickoff right here. So 34 on the last drive. Just punishing run after punishing run. Everything will look very good down here. Vibes are high. Everything is great down here. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jack. Ethan Yon booting this one. Picked up at the 9 by Falkville. It's Maxwell. Maxwell trying to break over. Maxwell is smacked by Carson Arbit. Smacked him out of bounds at about the 33. My, oh my, that kid's got to be seeing stars. Hit with the immovable force there. And that's kind of been the story of this one. Like Jack mentioned, punishing run after punishing run, not to mention all the punishing hits that just keep coming from this Vinemont defense. First and 10, Blue Devils, right to left as you listen here. 7 minutes, 28 seconds, third quarter. They trail 34-0 to the home team. Revenge has played out here. The quarterback will hand off to Jones.
That was a good run.
A good run from Landon Jones, finally getting some Falkville yardage.
They'll need like 30 of them to come back in this game, but hard-nosed running.
Sanders and Spear there.
His O-lineman helped him out a lot on that one.
Sanders and Spear on the tackle. A lot of help from the offensive line, like you mentioned, Nick, as Reed Dillard was able to hand that one off. And, of course, found a lot of room there, Landon Jones did. A 6-yard pickup. They're still feeling it here. 2nd and 4. As we'll try to move some people around. We've got whistles. Timeout, Blue Devils. Well, stay right here because we need to get that scoreboard update in for you because I'm telling you, the landscape in Cullman County is changing a lot tonight. We've kind of stayed static here with a Vinemont commanding lead 34-0, but
are you saying that Cullman County has more than one royal family?
That is true. That is true. That is completely true. We have a 13-7 score still in the West Point Fairview Brandon Iron Bowl. That one is being carried on our Fairview Aggies radio network. Pretty good game there. We also have Plainview still leading Good Hope, our 95-5. Cullman County's game of the week, Tony Thompson and, of course, the former voice, now the current PA voice at Cullman High School, the voice of the Bearcats, Tommy Warhurst on the call with new Good Hope Raider voice, Tony Thompson, in his third season. I mean, Tony's doing great. I love Tony. Great guy. Right where he needs to be. But nonetheless, it's 10-14, and I know he's probably having the call of his lifetime. It's also 45-20 Carbon Hill over Hansville there, and still 14-7 in the Cullman Boaz game. Cullman leading that one, of course.
Maxwell, the reverse.
We'll try to run the reverse with Maxwell. That really didn't do anything good. In fact, it reversed the field by about 2.
With the stop.
We'll come back on third and about mid-range here outside the 35.
Let's see if Falkville can block for him.
You need 5 yards. You need 5 yards. Can you get the task done? No, they can't. He gets swallowed up in the backfield. A loss of 2. Kai Larimore on the carry. Couldn't get anywhere.
I think he needed to pass.
Zach Johnson with the stop. Got an official timeout.
We've got an official timeout. It's Arbit and Johnson on the tackle. We'll step aside. We'll come back in just a moment.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Since 1968, Vincent Furniture Warehouse on Highway 278 East has been Cullman's favorite destination for quality and value. From cozy living room sets to the perfect dining table for family dinners, Vincent Furniture Warehouse has been locally owned and operated for over 50 years. We're not just a store, we're your neighbors, and we're committed to bringing you the best furniture prices in the area. Why pay more at other stores when you can get the style you want and the price you deserve? Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Highway 278 East in Cullman. Quality furniture, local roots, and unbeatable savings since 1968.
And we welcome you back inside Mark Smother Stadium here in Vinemont, Alabama. It is a 34-0 Vinemont commanding lead here as time keeps running here in the third quarter. 5 minutes, 42 seconds. If you're listening to the Fairview Aggies radio network, we do apologize. Some technical issues have taken us off the air in West Point as they will dart it for the first down downfield.
Pass is complete to Kyle Larimore.
That's Larimore there on the pickup. It sets up the Adamaker at Mitchell Chevrolet. First down for the Blue Devils. That's the second first down for Falkville tonight. I'm not making it up, folks. The second.
Wow. And the first one was a penalty.
Yes.
They're nothing if not aggressive, though, Dylan.
That is true. Once again, if you missed it, we are having technical difficulties on the Fairview side of things.
But we're glad to have you here.
If you're here, we're glad to have you here. It's pretty big as we have Dillard out to pass, and Dillard swallowed up. Who's going to get the tackle? They're going to whistle it dead before he could tackle him on the turf. The big wraparound by Zach Johnson and Ethan Yon there. As I think Ethan Yon wanted to hit him with a German suplex there. Nonetheless, they'll stop him in his tracks. 2nd and 10 coming up. No loss, no gain. Time keeps ticking. 4 minutes, 19 seconds in the third quarter. Big Vinemont lead here. 2nd and 10. They're going to heave it downfield. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Kyle Larimore.
Scare Larimore there, try to come back.
Bring up 3rd and 10.
Just checking in with one of our good buddies out there, the voice on 92.1, Rich Jesse, saying, not a pretty night in Hanceville. Not a pretty night in Hance Vegas as the Carbon Hill Bulldogs going crazy. 3rd and 10 here. They're going to try to rattle them somehow as they go with the green pass on the inside. Not going to go anywhere with that. I think that's incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete. Bring up 4th.
Lucky it's not a loss or a fumble. Straight lateral pass, but you got to be careful with stuff like that if you're not going to catch it or try to come back to it. Any push backwards, that would have been Vinemont's ball to scoop and score with. I mean, that's the last thing you need.
Subs. Are they punting?
They are deciding to punt here. I know Coach Ward said we ain't going to be doing that a lot tonight. We're going to be kicking it off more than punting it.
He was technically right. They've kicked it off once and they punted once.
That's true. They did go for it on 4th earlier. They will punt this one away because they're at 4th and 10. I don't see any trickeration, and we're going to have a whistle here. It'll be against Falkville, so a delay of game penalty called against the punting team. Again, I don't see any trickeration, but this game has had its fair share of tricks. Which, I mean, I'll ask him when we get done with this broadcast tonight, but I don't think Ethan Yon intended to squib that one.
That's a good punt.
A good punt and a fair catch called at the 30. That's Tristan Spear there. I don't think Ethan Yon intended to squib that one. I think it kind of just worked out in their favor. But I do know the earlier onside kick was intentional. That's something Vinemont's done against this very Falkville team really 3 years ago when we were here last time.
Yep.
Saw that a lot, actually.
If that was intentional, it was ran to perfection.
And I'm not saying maybe he meant to do it. Maybe he did mean to do it. I'm not going to take credit away from the kid, but I'd like to know what he was thinking when that happened there.
Well, no one on Falkville realized that it hit the...
So we'll keep the youngsters on the field. It's Carson Arbit and his group in. As Herrera will get a carry, and Herrera goes up the left side. I say youngsters. Like I said, this is a senior-heavy team. But we're definitely getting the second team in with this much of a lead and this much time left. We still have another quarter to play, of course. Score remains 34-0 in favor of the Vinemont Eagles. Cold Springs up next week for the Eagles. Herrera again gets a toss at the left side. Herrera this time maybe a yard or two.
Alex Rendon and Cashman Road to stop.
A little bit of improvement for Falkville in the second half on defense. It's a long season.
Yeah.
Isn't a regional opponent.
No, it's not. Not anymore. Not a regional game. It's just a rivalry game means a lot on paper,
it means a lot to the kids, but you still got your whole season in front of you. I mean, look at Vinemont last year after this loss. Rattled off the big win. Big upset later in the season. Went to the playoffs.
Both teams did make the playoffs. Of course, Vincent got the best of Falkville. And, people were saying that defense was going to take them places, but you got to remember the places they would go would be Gadsden for, a team like Coosa Christian. You'd probably go to Southeastern, which is just down the road in Blount County. This is the 5th season Coach Ward has been a Blue Devil head coach. As we'll get a Carson Arbit hand up. Carson Arbit to the 40. 40. Pushing. Trying to get to 30. Got to 29 and tackled out of bounds. Finally, a big first down pickup for Carson Arbor and the Vinemont Eagles.
Just like that.
And Adam Aker at Mitchman Chevrolet. First down for your Eagles. 5th season for Coach Ward. He's got the Blue Devils. He had them finishing 3rd in Region 6. They opened the year, obviously beating Vinemont 22-6. Then rattled off 7 straight wins of their final 9 regular season games, including that 57-16 blowout of Decatur Heritage. And, you know, obviously they outscored opponents 261-185 and made the playoffs. But, again, Vincent had the best of them towards the end. We go up the middle with Spear, up the middle with Spear for the carry, I should say. Picks up about 5 yards.
Play game 6, bring up 2nd and 4 Vinemont.
Obviously, the defense was the story for Falkville. They were holding people to about 16.8 points per game, holding their Region 6 foes to 103 total points. If they keep that momentum, obviously, be good for them in 2A. Spear will carry up the left side and get that first down. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitchman Chevrolet. For Vinemont, obviously, the story ended at Westbrook Christian. Of course, they don't have to worry about those Christian schools no more. Or any private school, for the matter, as we've divided privates and publics here in the state of Alabama. They'll play in the A and AA conference while we now max out at 6A. So we've got a pretty quick play here. We might have this one come back, but Caleb Spiegel for Vinemont came in, had the end-around run, but I'm thinking we're going to have holding on the offense, and that is what we have. This one will come back. Obviously, in this game tonight, Vinemont has scored in bunches, and they showed they could do that last year, of course, with the big upset of the number 1 team in 3A in Gordo. But this one really is a good measuring stick for how these teams will perform in the season, because I don't imagine we stop hearing about Falkville anytime soon.
I mean, it's a ritual for us at this point to cover their first game of the season.
It is. I don't think we quit hearing about them in the statewide media. I think they get ranked at some point. I think we obviously will hear more about Vinemont, obviously, next week, another 2A game. Then they start 3A play. But do I need to mention the elephant in the room about that with the addition of Aniana? We'll find out more here as Carson Arbor wanted to pass this one. Still stays on his feet. He's trying to fight forward to keep
good job getting what he could.
He does. I mean, he got backed up after the penalty for a 1st and 15, but he'll stay a 2nd and 15. I'll take that over a 2nd and 20. That will end the 3rd quarter, though, here as the clock seems to run pretty hot. 36-0 before. Let's throw the jack real quick.
All right, guys, at the end of the 3rd quarter, just about to start the 4th. Right now it is Vinemont 34. Falkville 0. After a quick start and some wonderful turnovers on the other end for the other side in Falkville, Vinemont has not only capitalized but also now slowed down the offense a bit as they are ready to start this 4th quarter just about. Right now it's all about just getting some subs in, getting some playing time, getting some reps in, but most importantly, keeping the mentality the same regardless of the scoreboard. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jack. Jack, I know you can't hear me right now, but you know what time it is.
Get your 4s up, ladies and gentlemen. It means something to us. Therefore, we cannot stand still.
4th quarter coming up.
Give the ball to LeBron in the 4th quarter.
4th quarter coming up here. We'll stay right here as we come back to the field pretty quickly. Well, if you don't want to stay listening to us, we do have a couple other games. Please stay, but, you know, I know everybody's wanting to think what's going on in Good Hope. They've reached halftime as they're doing the ring presentation tonight for the Girls State Championship, which coincidentally they beat Plainview in that game. I was there. Tony was there. Tyson was there. Our good friends over at the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, powered by Cleaning and More of Cullman. That was magical. Great to be there, see the girls win another state championship in Birmingham, and the rings were passed out. Coach Justin Abbey was visiting for halftime. I hope Tony got his ring because I'm happy to see that too.
But guys, don't go anywhere because it's my birthday. No other reason to stay because it's my wish me a happy birthday. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than spending my birthday with you guys.
Carson Arbit will take it up the right side on the first play of the fourth quarter. He'll get tackled, but he'll get about 4 yards on the scamper. Think you're going to have to toss it here, but, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you don't convert on third. I don't think it matters as much if you punt it away. I mean, you're in Falkville territory. Need to get down to the 10, batting around the 25. I say pass it, but I don't know what Arbit's capable of. We'll find out soon, of course. Starters have made their way off the field.
Time to see the future of Vinemont football.
They will go inside, and Herrera will take it.
He had a chance if that guy hadn't got him by the shoestrings.
Well, correction, that's going to be Spiegel in. Herrera will sub in and out for Spiegel. That's number 10.
Spiegel the Eagle.
He is an Eagle, yeah. I like that.
We'll bring up 4th and 8 for Vinemont.
4th and 8 coming up, and number 8 will trot back out. Reminds me of another Jack that wore the number 8. The old Jack Hill.
First quarterback for Vinemont I ever called.
And then the other quarterback was number 2 the next season, and he was a legend, the Colby Miller era. Then we had the Sandlin era, and now we've reached the Rhodes dynasty.
The Sandman, Sunshine.
Vinemont got a free 5 yards, so that makes that 4th and 8 become 4th and 2. Or 3, rather. Don't get mad at me. I took math class here at Vinemont, too. Clock is still running 10 minutes and 30 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Vinemont still leading, of course, by 34. They'll prepare for Cold Springs next week. That one going to be played down on the lake. We'll see you there next Friday. Of course, keep tuned on Cullman's Live 95.5 to tell you who will be the game of the week. Spiegel up the middle, up the right side, cuts and gets that first down. That will set up a 1st and goal for Vinemont. That one brought to you, of course,
by Adam Aker, Mitch Chevrolet. So in our partnership, who's Adam Aker and who's Mitch Smith?
Well, I don't know how that works. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know either of them, other than that they're our great sponsors. So I was just wondering which role we would. I mean, I guess Adam Aker's name comes first, so I guess you would be him.
Yeah. Well, you know, Chevrolet's dependable. You know, dependable trucks, dependable vehicles. And you can trust Adam Aker to put you in a dependable vehicle if you visit him at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. How about that?
Yeah.
Spear will take it up the middle for Vinemont, and short of the touchdown by a hair.
You know, maybe we should put a sign up here. Because, you know, this is the first time we've called a Vinemont game without our good friend Braden Specs Jones.
I was asking about him. He has made his way into adulthood. He's doing well.
Our boy, I talked to him today. He wished me a happy birthday. He said he'd love to come to the game. He had other plans tonight, but I anticipate we'll see him this season.
There's Spear up the middle for the touchdown for the Eagles. And yeah, I mean, we just need the fireworks show at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe our good friends at Big Boom Fireworks hook us up with a power pack here. Of course, I want to take a moment while we get ready for the extra point attempt here to say something about Big Boom Coffee. Big Boom Coffee is the official drink sponsor tonight, as we'll take a 2-point conversion up the left side, and he gets it, makes it 42-0. Big Boom Coffee, if you are in the mood for some really good coffee, really good snacks. Check them out right there next to the Dollar General in Dodge City, right there between the Dollar General and the McDonald's there inside the Shell station. Check them out. I was there yesterday, had one of those T-Bomb infusion with the extra caffeine because I love my caffeine, but Cherry Bomb was delicious. I had a scone to go with it. Tony got the same thing too. I think he got like a mango, blueberry, something blue. It was really good too. I definitely recommend you check out our friends at Big Boom Coffee if you're in the area.
They bring the boom.
That T-Bomb brought the boom to me. I felt like I could run through a wall after drinking that. We'll also have to nominate a couple more sponsors. We want to thank our pregame sponsor as we were navigating everything at the pregame show. Of course, special thanks to Tying Knots and Stamping Papers for being our pregame sponsor in the 2026 season. Of course, it's kind of what we were doing. We were tying knots, stamping papers for 2026, and well, things did get ahead of us, so we forgot to mention our new pregame sponsor. And of course, every extra point tonight was brought to you by Stanbury Kinsley Attorneys. Not a lot of extra points, but we did get a lot of 2-point conversions, but those brought to you by our good friends at Stanbury Kinsley Attorneys. We'll also nominate a player of the week here in the conclusion of the game. That one brought to you by Unhitched RV Park of Cullman. So appreciate our sponsors coming on board this year in the 2026 season. As Ethan Yon will boot this one back, and he'll field it around the 4.
Zero takes it, brings it back up.
He's got some wheels.
And he will be tackled hard. Had some wheels, brought it down to about the 15. That's Caleb Maxwell.
We need the car in the south end zone. Turn your lights on. We need you to turn your lights on.
Well, the car they were talking about, I was just about to say something about.
The car in the south end zone. Turn your lights on.
They are asking the Falkville police vehicle, the Ford Mustang, to turn their lights off. That is a police officer for security. They have asked us in the PA box to tell them to turn their lights off. I don't see what the problem is, but LEDs all around. I would caution to the PA announcer, maybe don't be doing 2 over in Falkville anytime soon. They will get you for that.
I wouldn't take that exit.
I would not take that exit. Find your way around Falkville. No, they are asking for you to turn your lights off, and the officer looks like he will be turning his lights off there in the
You are not the law in this field.
As he has turned his lights off. I think he was just showing off a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't catch you speeding. You just see
Falkville PD, they'll get you on that I-65 exit.
Oh, I know it.
You better stop at that stop sign, and you better not be speeding.
We love you, Falkville PD, if you're listening. I have no bones with you. In fact, shout out to my...
every time I've been there, they let us off with a warning, so...
Shout out to my cousin, Don Estes. Actually, to all the Estes out there in Falkville. My cousin folk out there listening.
But, you know...
Aaron, Lauren, and Natalie.
They have an important job, so...
And Don and Neil.
I tip my hat to them.
Don is the nicest person you'll ever meet if you ever have any business inside Falkville Town Hall. Neil's an official out there. So
Dylan, should I say it?
Do I dare question what you're going to say, my friend?
If you're going to pay your speeding ticket,
hey, well, at least
you with a smiling face.
Hey, that's better than when I had to take care of one in Birmingham. I'll tell you that much. No, we don't condone unsafe driving here on Line 95.5.
Yes, we keep it at the speed limit.
Maxwell with a carry. That's not going to go anywhere, of course. Couldn't pick up any speed that time. No pun intended.
Vinemont's been running past the speed limit in this game, though.
Hey, they got radar on that thing. I want to know what that speed they got on Slane on when he gets bursted and going.
Better snap that ball.
Snap it quick. They'll try to go the left side, and ooh, he's chopped. Larimore on the carry, but Slane with the chop.
Larimore reminds me of South Carolina great Marcus Lattimore.
We will continue to roll here. 7 minutes, 21 seconds. Approaching 9 p.m. here, and we'll probably be wrapping up before that if this momentum keeps carrying the way it does. It's Larimore again with the carry, and this time I think he's got enough for the first down. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitch Chevrolet.
Deacon Paul to stop.
We'll send it down to the field real quick and get an update from Jack Haynes, see what he's got to say.
6:47 and counting, guys, down here on the field. Right now it is your Eagles down here up 42-0 over Falkville. A complete and utter dominance so far. And what I like to see, what I was talking about earlier, they're locked in and in the zone. Regardless whoever the player might be or what the score may be, they are completely locked into this game, and they're trying to finish strong right now, almost going under 6:20 and counting. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jack. Larimore there with a carry and absolutely nowhere to go. As the grass gets tougher the more you move. That sets up a 2nd and 10 coming up here with 6 minutes to go. Next week, Colt Springs. We'll head on the road, Colt Springs and Vinemont. The same Eagles you saw tonight, they'll be traveling to Colt Springs. We'll see them again next week. Red versus blue, both Eagles. Quarterback under duress and nearly intercepted, but of course, the green grass runs out for Vinemont there as number 14 was not able to track that one down. Would have ran into his own bench. That is thrower Sandlin on the attempted interception. Jackson Maratz, though, was the one to bat it away out of bounds as he had his helmet off and was like, well, maybe we can make a Odell Beckham-esque catch with this thing. Well, some of our other games in the region finally reaching the halftime mark. It's 13-7, West Point over Fairview in the Brandon Iron Bowl. That one has reached the half finally, yeah. Entering quarter number 3, the Plainview Bears leading Good Hope 17-10. One of the best teams in 3A facing off with one of the better teams in 4A. Of course, Plainview taking the step down with the changes. Of course, if you look at the Good Hope West Point region, well, actually Good Hope and West Point are actually not in the same region, but the same classification. West Point will play with the Lawrence counties and Hamiltons of the world. We'll be traveling. Good Hope will be traveling to places like Scottsboro, Brewer next week, and of course, Cherokee County's made their way back into the region. So, interesting regional matchups for both teams. As we mentioned before, it's 45-20 Carbon Hill over Hanceville, and Cullman 14, Boaz 7. Finally, also 14. Nothing in the Pennington Holly Pond game. The Broncos are winning that one so far.
So good.
Third first down now for Falkville as Dillard completes a pass downfield. As he connected that one downfield with Tomlin. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. 5 minutes to go in the game.
42-7 looks a lot better than 42-0.
I'll say that. But hey, you know what's better? You know what's better is when you get 42-7 or 42-0, as it still is. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, it's a lot better to be on the 42 side.
Pass is incomplete instead of for Maxwell. After a 22-7 romping,
especially if those are the first 2 digits on your tag.
22-6, I should say. 22-6 romping at your house, and you bring them back. You take them back and take them to the woodshed for 42. Hey, looks pretty good on paper to me.
B2A.
Yeah. They'll go on the inside and out to the left. Good run. As Larimore there on the carry.
Down to Caleb Swain for Vinemont. Going to be a first down for Falkville.
Did I ever tell you my dad went to Falkville for a while?
You did mention that.
Yeah. He went there from like kindergarten to like the 6th grade, I think. 5th or 6th grade, something like that.
So a little bit of a legacy game.
Well, I'm not playing.
Well, you know.
Well, you know. Because if I was, I assure you it wouldn't be 42-0. It'd probably be a lot worse, honestly. But you know what my theme for today has been?
Yeah. What is your theme?
To quote R.I.P. Val Kilmer, to quote Doc Holliday, I'm in my prime. We can't talk college football yet.
Not a lot to talk about there, because...
I mean, it does seem like Alabama, they haven't announced it officially, but all sources seem to say Alabama has identified their quarterback in redshirt freshman Keelan Russell. So that should be exciting. Him and Austin Mack had a really good battle. Both of them are good kids. I think both are good quarterbacks.
Could be seeing something maybe 2016-esque, maybe 2017-esque. I don't know. A lot to see there from the Crimson Tide. 3rd and 4 to go, and Laramore's not going to get a lot to work with.
I think it's going to be a good season for the Tide. I really do. They need to figure out the running game and the O-line. The defense is going to be stout. I think either quarterback can get the job done. The receiving core is going to be really strong, I think.
I'd talk about Auburn, but I haven't been studying my goulash yet.
Well, you might do better to watch UCF film. Or USF film, excuse me. To watch USF film, because...
I can think of a couple games from last year and the year before.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they gave Alabama a hard time both years they played them.
4th down here for Falkville as they're going to run. It's fumbled.
I think he was down, but I don't think he got it either way.
Well, if he didn't get past the line, it's Vinemont's ball. Yeah. If it's fumbled, it's Vinemont's ball.
Yeah,
I don't know. It is going to be Vinemont's ball.
I think they're ruling it a fumble.
They are saying it is a fumble. Johan Patino recovers it. I was going to say, if they didn't get it to the line, it was going to be Vinemont's ball, turnover on downs, but you coughed it up either way. I just got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Good Hope has tied it up with Plainview, 17-17. Raiders and Bears tied up. I can imagine if you feel like sending someone something to drink, send our good buddy Tony Thompson some water, some Gatorade. He's going to replenish his fluids. I know he's calling the game of his life out there. I'll listen to that tonight, of course. My cats are listening to it right now. I leave the radio on for my pets. I'm one of those guys. 1st and 10, Vinemont, nothing to say. Yeah, as we go 1st and 10, right to left.
That's a listener. They're listeners. So if you're a cat sponsor in cat foods or a pet store.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, yeah, hit us up. I will be a loyal customer.
Those kids will be salivating. When he gets home, he's like, Daddy, buy this product. Guys, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I know it. I mean,
eagle, that's a bird, if you're a pet shop.
Oh, yeah. The hits keep hitting. Hey, it's 42-0, 2 minutes to go. 2-minute warning here. We don't take a break here in high school ball, of course, but...
No days off. So glad to be back with...
I know, it's great to be back. Ball's loose. Flag's down, though.
This is going to be a false start on everyone but the center.
Well, at this point, it really doesn't matter that much what you do. We're looking right now. I mean, obviously, we're ahead of the curve right now. It's 9 o'clock here in Cullman County. You're listening to the Cullman County Sports Network. It's 42-0. Vinemont over Falkville. I mean, who loses, honestly, when in Cullman County? Who loses other than Fairview or West Point fans? We all win in Cullman County, but for Good Hope. Obviously, we're hoping it's a big one. As Carson Arbor will take it up the middle and keeps it going. Obviously, Cullman turned in the right direction. 14-7 here. And Holly Pond, 20. Pennington, nothing. That's interesting to me because usually I think the stats have always favored Pennington over
Please pick up all trash around you and put in the garbage can.
Holly Pond, excuse me.
Please pick up all trash
Hansville
around
too,
you.
Just like we'll have one play and a kneel down right here. They can kneel it if they wanted to.
Yeah, they're going to let time run. We're under 48 seconds. They're going to run it. It's Spiegel this time. Cuts it to the 50, and do we run another one? I don't think so.
They can end it right here if they choose. The players are asking, Coach, come on, one more.
Let's run one more. How about that?
Run it again, they said.
Well, next week, we're at Cold Springs, Vinemont and Cold Springs. That one on the lake. It's a first down. That one brought to you by Adam Aker at Mitch Chevrolet. We come back home next week, or the week after next, for Hansville, and then we hit the road on September 11th for the Aniana Redskins. A first-time matchup. If it hadn't been a matchup in years, I don't think, but could be wrong. I got to check my Aniana history.
We haven't covered a Commanders game in quite a while.
Commanders. Oh, come on. We might end it with a touchdown to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Eagles. That's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Time expires on a touchdown play. And we get ready for the Blue Eagles next week. What a way to cap this one off. 48-0. They ain't going to worry about doing the extra point try, brought to you by Sainsbury Kinsley Attorneys. That is the end of the game, and
it's a rivalry, fellas.
Let's go ahead and see what Jack has to say on the field, as he's going to speak with Coach Robinson before he hits the line. Well, we'll come back. That's good, Jack. Let's go ahead. He's going to get Coach Robinson after the line. But go ahead and give us some liner from the field. We'll pause. He's going to wait for Coach Robinson. As the handshake line taking in front of us. So just to cap things off, 48-0 your score, and I'm trying to think who we really nominate for this week's Unhitched RV Park of Cullman player of the game. I don't know who we really have to give it to this week. It was a pretty balanced attack. I mean,
I think you got to go. Well,
everybody got to eat tonight, Nick. Everybody got to eat. Special teams, defense, offense. Everybody got to eat.
I think we want to give it to somebody who had the most unique performance. And I think for that, it's got
to be Ethan Yon, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
That's 2 turnovers. If a defender gets 2 turnovers, we're giving it to him.
Not to mention the pass rushing he gave tonight.
Yeah.
I think we give it to Ethan Yon tonight. That's not a biased opinion. I think we give it to Ethan Yon tonight.
Yeah, like a lot of these other kids will get it later in the season and could even replicate what they did tonight. But you give the ball right back to your offense.
Yes.
2 times. The other team doesn't have a chance. Like, you've scored and you've got the ball right back. A lot of good players, and I'm not taking anything away from them, but that was just something I haven't seen before. So I'm going to reward the uniqueness of it.
I'm gonna actually raise another one. I'm gonna raise Johan Patino as well. I think we gotta give it to both special teams players tonight. I think we gotta give it to both because they both uniquely did it tonight.
Yeah.
Johan Patino had the first one. Ethan Yon had the second one. Not to mention they both had big come-up plays. The quarterback played great, both sides. He had a pick. He had a couple touchdowns. Special team, like I said, everybody ate tonight. It's really one of those games that you have to really give it to everybody.
Yeah. Like,
it was a team effort. That was the best Vinemont performance I've seen here in years, and we're opening it up big.
My head says Rhodes, but I just think we'll see. I think I don't think this is his best game of the season, so I want to fire him up and give it to the kickers tonight because they created turnovers.
Yeah. I think we have to do that for sure. We will hear from Coach Robinson here in just a moment as we get ready to wrap things up here. Of course, we do want to keep you in mind. We do keep these games for podcasts on Spotify, so you can listen later on Spotify. Give us a couple days, of course, get it online, but we'll have it on Spotify, YouTube, so you can always hear this game back. So if you loved what you heard tonight, want to relive the glory of tonight, you can on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts as well as on YouTube. The line coming up for the alma mater, and we'll speak with Coach Robinson right after, as he is probably honestly happy tonight with his team and their performance. You know, that's good that we get one Cullman County team out here with a win over their rival. We'll see how the other ones go, because it's kind of anybody's ball game. When you think about Good Hope, you think about West Point and Fairview. It's just, that's what you want, though, out of a week 1, week 0, whatever you want to call it, matchup. You really have some of the best games out there. And I got word from Jack. He will speak with Coach Robinson after we get the alma maters out of the way. I don't know if there's anything else we really could touch on tonight about both teams, but I will say again, I think that was probably one of the best Vinemont performances we got.
Yeah. Because Falkville wasn't incompetent.
They weren't at all. They did good. Didn't do good enough, obviously, but you know, obviously this was circled on the calendar when they said who were playing up front. People look back at how 2025 went, and they'll sit there and say that's the one we want to circle on our calendar. That's the one we want to get back at, and boy, we did 48-0. I mean, laid it on thick. As now both teams are out there on the line with the alma maters. Raiders have tied it back up, by the way, as we get ready for Coach Robinson's final word here. Raiders have tied it back up 24-24. It's going to be a barn burner down there at James Shabel Stadium. So Warriors still leading the Aggies 13-7. Cullman still leading the Pirates 14-7 on the last check. Hansville's not on this planet, but that's okay. We'll see you again next week. Holly Pond may actually outlast the Tigers for the first time in years. And Cold Springs is getting ready for Vinemont next week. So
I'll say one thing, Vinemont has got to work on their swaying to this alma mater. I'm seeing like 4 different directions at once.
I imagine it's a bit windy on that field, though. As we'll throw it down to Jack here in a little bit as he'll run and grab Coach Robinson for his parting word here. As he's out there ready to give a coach, he's going to have his one last final word with his team, and then we'll take you out of here once we get word from Coach. And, you know, again, next week we'll see Coach Robinson again, so hopefully we keep things status quo. Obviously a big win is a big win, but Falkville next week, probably ready to go back to their new field. I'll tell you one thing, these coaches here, these 2As and 3A schools, they put in a lot of work when it comes to these stadiums, getting the funding, getting the sponsorship they need to get things going here. We've had a lot of renovations inside the press box here at Vinemont, a lot of renovations around the field, a track installed in 2016. A lot of things have changed around Vinemont. When I was roaming the halls, obviously things very different since then.
We got a breeze now.
Yeah, it is breezy up here now. We're still waiting to get word from Coach here as we've kind of upped the ante this year, haven't we, Nick, in the big 2026?
Yes, we have.
Having a sideline guy, having a lot of different aspects.
Having a box,
yeah. Hey, you really count on that when the temperatures outside are near 100 degrees. My laptop still says it's 100 and sunny. I don't think it's caught up to this day and age yet, but what can you say? I'll tell you one thing I'll say. I want to take a moment to obviously thank our sponsors once more. We have bulked up
with some top of the line sponsors.
We have definitely bulked up the lineup this year. We have a lot of great sponsors like Cleaning and More of Cullman, 212 Insurance, Lister Hill Credit Union, Cullman Electric Cooperative, Sprout Fiber Internet, Redstone Federal Credit Union, Guthrie's Auto Service, Tisha Brewer State Farm, the Wars Team Realtors at SR4 Realty, Josh Phillips at Maven Mortgage, Adam Aker of Mitch Chevrolet, Fuller Optical, Cullman Savings Bank, Odin's Auto Glass, Chesley Oaks Golf Course, Vincent Furniture Warehouse, Mize Electric, Stansbury Kinsley Attorneys, Merchants Bank of Alabama, Tying Knots and Stamping Papers, Unhitched RV Park of Cullman, and finally, all-purpose junk and debris removal. Here is Coach Robinson, as we'll throw it down to the 50 with our own Jack Haynes. Jack, what you got?
All right, guys, down here with Coach Robinson. Coach Robinson, 48-0, especially coming off last year. Maybe didn't do everything, happen that you wanted to. Just talk to me about how it feels to have utter dominance right now against a solid 2A program.
Yeah, it was good. It felt good to not make mistakes that hurt us last week. That's what felt good. And I'll be honest with you, I felt last week could have been like that if we didn't have those same mistakes that we had last week. So it felt really good. Coach Ward's a great coach. They got a great team and they're a great program, and they're young this year. Same boat we're going to be in here in a couple years. So, I just appreciate their fight, but I appreciate our guys. Our O-line especially worked their butts off this week. Our starting left tackle didn't even play. He's got a hurt shoulder. And so it was good just to come out and be methodical and defense to get stops. And I think until that last drive, I don't think they had a first down except for a penalty. So that was very good.
Absolutely. All right, Coach. Next week, I believe you go on the road to Cold Springs. Also a great program. Also got players. It's not going to be easy. I heard over your conversation with the players that fixing the mistakes, this is only a stepping stone. What do you need to do next week and going in and have the same mentality tonight as you did next week as you did tonight?
Well, we had talked at halftime about everything's 0-0. So when we show up to practice Monday, it's not a 48-0 win. It's 0-0. Everything's 0-0. We got to find things we can do to get better on the field, on film, based off of film, and fix those things. Because we know that they're young. This is not the best team we're going to face, as we go along. And hopefully we're going to play some of the best teams in the state, I hope, eventually. So, we just got to keep getting better. Every week you got to find something to do to make yourself a better team.
Absolutely. Coach Robinson, thank you so much. Good luck on the rest of the way.
Jack, thank you.
Absolutely. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jack. That's all we have for you tonight. 48-0 is your score here, as we have really kind of just commanded this one.
Is a tradition. Cullman County is no
keep
exception.
Listening right here. We'll have more for you on next week. Obviously, Cold Springs and Vinemont will be next week here. Same place, same time.
Bulldog at heart. This is
some good games out there in Cullman County still going on right now.
Brings you the best.
I don't know what just started playing there. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes that happens, but nonetheless, we'll take you out of here. Final score 48-0. That's what I was looking for. We'll send you back to music here on the boombox. But until then, I'm Dylan Diemert for Jack Haynes. And this is Nick McCarley, of course. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Nowhere else I'd rather be. Until next time, folks. Same blonde hair, same rap channel, a year older. I don't know if I'm any wiser, but I'm out.
We'll see you next week at Cold Springs. You've been listening to the Cullman County Sports Network.